guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michaela. I just poured my strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper, and I have my veggie dumplings in the air fryer. It is 1:14 and I just needed to make myself some lunch since I haven't eaten anything today. I just have this. I have Divergent on the TV. I just saw it as I logged into Netflix this morning and I was like, it's been forever since I've seen that movie and I really want to watch it. But I also need to start. Okay, I'm gonna stop holding that because that is making my fingers so cold. I was also thinking I really need to start a new book, and what better book than the second book in the Magnolia Park series. It is the last week of June and I will read this week, and then Reckless comes out first week of July. I'm so excited to keep myself busy for this week. I will read this book and then maybe something on my Kindle. I just finished the numbers game, so I have nothing currently on my Kindle. Did I show you guys my stickers? I don't know if I did, but here they are. Anyways, I think it's really cute. It has cute quotes on there. I'll just check in every time that I read. I finished the numbers game last night. I only had 10% left and it went by really fast, so I just finished it and then thought I'll start a new vlog, new video this morning, and a new book. I'm going to grab my veggie dumplings, eat and watch Divergent, and then I will get into Daisy Hates. I'm excited to see more about her because I remember seeing little snippets of her in the first one. And I kept wondering, like, what is her deal with Magnolia? Like, I get it to some extent of why she doesn't like Magnolia because of her and Christian. But at the same time, I want to know what her story is because she and her family, like her older brother, Julian, they're in a gang. Julian is a gang lord. I just want to read this to you. Here we go. Daisy Hates is princess of London's most notorious family. Raised by her older brother, Julian, a London gang lord, after their parents were murdered in front of them 12 years ago, Daisy has never lived beyond his watchful gaze. Julian's line of work means that Daisy's life is complicated, and things don't become any less complex when she falls hard for Christian Hems, the beautiful and emotionally unavailable boy she's been involved with for the past few months, who also happens to be one of the few men in London who doesn't answer to Julian. Christian's life is no walk in the park either, being in love with Magnolia Parks, his best friend's girlfriend, and all. He's happy enough to use Daisy to disguise his true affection, that is, until she starts to infiltrate those two. As Daisy and Christian's romance blossoms into something neither were anticipating, Daisy, Christian, and Julian each have to come to terms with the fact that in this life, everything comes at a price. As their relationships intersect and tangle, they all learn that sometimes life's most worthwhile pursuits can only be paid in blood. There's some artwork pieces too, so I wonder if those have any significance to the book at all. And I was thinking that these shoes remind me of the plastic shoes that we would put on as kids. I just thought that was funny, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I need my lunch first in order to have fuel to read. Otherwise, I'm just gonna want to fall asleep. I made it to page 50 last night and I'm really confused about what the plot of the story is supposed to be. I'm now on page 88 and I still don't know. And I feel like I want to put it down. In all honesty, I think I do want to put it down and pick up a fantasy where I know there's a plot to the story. But right now it's just her and Christian and a little bit of Julian and going to a meeting. Julian going into a meeting. Daisy and Christian doing whatever they want, and then Henry is there. It just feels really weird, and to be almost 100 pages in. One thing I do like is that at the bottom of the pages she has little note things. I don't really know what you would call them. I think that's interesting. Instead of putting like a parentheses or another sentence, just put a little, I don't know what you would call them. I just thought it was interesting. It is the 27th of June and I want to finish one more book, but I'm struggling with this one. I'm going to lay out here and push through and see how far I get before Felicity wakes up from her nap, which I'm guessing it will probably be soon. One thing I think is weird is that they call her Daisy Face, and to shorten it, they call her Face. I think that's really weird. I forgot. Another thing I wanted to mention was that Daisy is really annoying me. I just don't get these girls and why they're doing that with boys. Her and Magnolia go to different guys, and it's just so annoying. Like, Magnolia wants BJ, but she'll go with all these other guys for attention. Daisy wants Romeo, I think, but she also wants Christian. I don't get it, and I'm annoyed by all of this. Okay, I'm so annoyed with these people. Like, why do they have to act like one person when they're really in love with another person? Like, seriously, stop stringing along the person just because you want to feel something. And I'm really annoyed because Christian thinks he wants to be with Magnolia. He's with Daisy, kinda. Magnolia wants to be with BJ, but at the same time she doesn't because of how he is with all the other girls. It's just really annoying. I'm getting tired of it. I just want Daisy to leave Christian already. They just had the little crossover moment between Magnolia, Bridget, Christian, and Daisy at the breakfast place that we saw in the first book. And why does she hate Magnolia so much? Why? Because Christian likes her? Well, she doesn't necessarily want to be with Christian either. She wants to be with Romeo. I don't know. I just don't like it. Alright, I'm at my parents' now. I have just been coming over here pretty often because Sky's working on doing their deck. It's been looking really good, but I've just been reading a little bit more. I'm on page 118 now. Got here maybe... Anyways, I had to wait for Scott to be done making noise. So I'm on page 120, chapter 17, and back in Julian's perspective. But I'm still annoyed at them, of course. I'm just going to keep reading until my mom and grandma get back. It's just Scott and I here right now. And of course Felicity. But we'll probably stay for dinner and I'll read more tonight and I'll check back with you later. Okay guys, so it is the next morning. I showed y'all I was reading in bed last night and got to page 243, I think it was, chapter 17. And this morning I've been reading and Felicity went down for a nap and then I got ready for the day. And now I'm sitting back down to read again. I'm on chapter 49, page 317, back in Christian's POV. And I don't know what's going on. Truly, I don't. It's just, I don't really know what the plot is. And I feel like it's supposed to be the heist to get the art. But at the same time, I don't know. They just had a little thing at a museum with this other gang family. And now she's kind of on lockdown. And now she's meeting Christian's mom. But she already met her. And now she is meeting some people. And I don't really know. I feel like slapping her because what are you doing? Girl, just choose who you want to be with and stick with it. Don't be talking to these other guys. Don't be trying to make that person jealous by being stupid with other people. That's what's really annoying for me. I don't like that. But I'm still liking these little moments that are under here. I've not been highlighting a whole lot, so I don't think this will be a 5-star at all. I don't know if it'll be a 4 even. These text messages too. There's one number that's at the top and you don't know who it is. So I'm curious who that is, unless I'm just stupid and I should know. I think it's fun to incorporate the little text messages. I really am just reading this to claim I've read another book. I'm gonna keep reading until Felicity wakes up, and then I'm gonna take all of our laundry over to my parents and do that, and then it'll probably be 3:30 or 4 by the time I get over there. There's not gonna be very much time to do laundry. Probably gonna be able to do like 2 loads or something, and Scott still has to do his laundry. I don't know if he has that done. But we lost power. I don't know if I ever talked about that. We lost power a few weeks ago, and it power surged a few places in the house. Very random. Like I don't understand the process. Like, it burnt the 6-way in our bedroom, and then the lights in the dining room, this light here, but not the light by the front door. The hallway light was still fine, the bathroom light was still fine, and then the dryer works, but the washer, I don't know. We had to do a claim and finally got the insurance check for that, so we have to get another one soon. All fun things of owning a house that you never knew that you had to do. Anyways, I'm gonna try to make more of a dent in here. I started at like 55%, I think. Hopefully I can get maybe up to here. We'll see, and I'm sure I'm gonna read more over at my parents or play games with my grandma, but that's the update so far. And I also showed you guys that I got a couple books, not a couple, a few on Kindle Unlimited. I got The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez, The Housemaid is Watching by Frida McFadden, and then One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick. I don't know how you pronounce her name. Those are the three. I really liked her book Just for the Summer, and I know I should have read Part of Your World and all of that before, so I'm kind of missing out on that whole experience. I had really been debating on starting another book because I'm getting through it, but I'm not loving it. Like, I don't actually really want to read this. I want to read something that has like a plot with a little bit of romance, but this, they're just messing around with everybody. And she may have called it official finally. We'll see if it's just a repeat of Magnolia, which also I think I mentioned earlier. Why does Daisy hate Magnolia if she's acting just like her? But that is all for now. So you guys saw that I started The Housemaid is Watching by Frida McFadden while over at my parents. Scott just finished their deck, and let's see what I got up to. 4%, so chapter 2. Already, I'm like, what is going on? Oh my goodness. But we hung my hanging chairs, and I really like it. So the sun is going down very quickly, but I'm going to sit out here and read for a little bit, and then head inside once it gets too dark and cold. Let's read a little bit.
Yeah.
Reading update time. I have been reading The Housemaid is Watching, and I'm 31% in now. I don't like Suzette, the neighbor. Something just happened, and it just gives me not good feelings towards her. I don't know how to feel about that yet. And also Janice. Janice seems really weird. And what's her son's name? Spencer? He seems okay, but I feel bad for him because of his mom. Like, she had him on a leash. You find that out at the very beginning, so I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything. Janice says she doesn't like Suzette, and Suzette says she doesn't like Janice. I don't know who to trust because Janice seems very weird in how she is. Suzette is just very flirty, acts weird with her husband. I'm so creeped out also by the house that they're in. Nobody else apparently wanted it, and they got it for I think 10% cheaper than what they bid it for or asked for. I don't know. I'm so curious with the house and everything. But 31% in for this. Now, you guys saw I opened up Reckless yesterday. I loved it. The inside is so cool too. I think I showed you. So obviously it has the map, but then she added like the family tree. I thought that was super cool to add, and I don't know how this will come into play, but I am here for it. I got to page 23 yesterday. I just didn't get very much time to read it, sadly. But today, this morning, I got to page 108. I'm absolutely loving it so far. Guys, oh my goodness. And I love the covers together. Love them. Let me just show you. I have the pink Powerless edition, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. The original is purple, and that's also really cute, but I love how this one looks really cute with the red, and I think the purple would look really cute with the exclusive edition of this one, which is blue. And then we have Powerful, which I wish I would have gotten the exclusive one of this because it's also black and red, so that would have fit better. But I also think it would be cute just to have the differentiation between the books and the novellas, and we'll have another novella after this, and then the last book, which will probably be be black as well, and then I'll try to get the white novella again. That looks stunning together. All of them are so pretty. Like the attention to, oh, this is what the original cover looks like. Yep, it's on here too. But yeah, if you got the purple edition, it would look really cute with this that also has purple, and then the blue one of this. And she just announced Fearless, which is the third one. We have that to look forward to in April. I do believe it is the 8th because I looked it up on Amazon and it said the 8th, but there's no cover or anything, so I'm excited to see that when that finally releases. I did notice that Reckless is a little tinier than Powerless, and I was gonna check if the fonts were smaller. No, they look the same, but I want to see how many pages Powerless is compared to Reckless. 494, and I'm going to try not to look. Oh my goodness. 377. Quite a difference between the two of these, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, these look so good together. But I kind of wish the words matched and lined up better, but it's fine because I think what I'm gonna plan to do is stick this one in front of it. I think that's how it's supposed to go. I honestly have no idea how this is actually supposed to be set up, but it would also look cute like that on the shelves. Anyways, my thoughts on Reckless. The tension is tensioning. I can't say anything about this because it is the second book, but I want you to know it is good. Flying through it. I'm underlining so much. I am highlighting. I'm circling words. Oh my goodness. I am thinking this will be 5 stars, which I think I should change my rating from Powerless from 4 to 5 because she did very well incorporating the Red Queen and Hunger Games-ness of them and mashed them together perfectly. But still, she could have showed the trials a little bit better or more, so maybe it could be like a 4.5. Anyways, I've been talking for like 10 minutes about these books, so I need to continue reading. It's time for a wrap up. Reckless and The Housemaid is Watching. So I finished Reckless first. A lot of people are not liking this because they think it's so much like The Hunger Games and The Red Queen, and there's so many similar things, but that's where Lauren is getting her inspiration from. They didn't think there was very much plot for this, which I'm just here enjoying the ride, and I had a very fun time reading this. I predicted the end, and if I didn't have Kit's point of view, I would have been more surprised. We have a new guest, which you guys will see soon. Anyways, I feel like if we didn't have Kit's point of view, I wouldn't have figured out the ending, but I did appreciate it at the same time. One thing I didn't love is that I feel like he puts his duty and his mission above everything else. So that I didn't love, but some people were saying they didn't like the same conversations, they didn't like the banter because it was repetitive. I didn't care. I was here along for the ride and I really enjoyed it. I think I gave this 3.5, which I think 3.5 or 4. I probably rounded it up to 4. That's this. Now for The Housemaid is Watching. I have another book on here, so I'm just gonna show you the back. I didn't guess the ending, but I also wasn't completely scared or like invested in why things were happening, and I also think some things happened like way out of left field. So please don't play with the curtain. I know it looks like so much fun. Say hi. Hi. She's so floppy. I need a name. Yeah, he's so precious. But anyways, I think I gave The Housemaid is Watching a 3-star just because I didn't really know what the plot of the story is. They literally just buy a house and then stuff is happening with their neighbors. And then there's the housemaid. I don't know. I feel like she had one part of the story to try to redirect you from what was actually happening. So I don't know. I feel like her first book was my favorite because the second one, you obviously know what's going on with Millie. So yeah, not as high as I thought this one would be, but still, I had an amazing time with this one. And then the third one comes out April 8th, I believe. So we have some amazing reads coming up. I know I'm most excited for, let's see, what's it called? Onyx Storm and the other ACOTAR that's coming out. And I think I'm missing one. Oh, Sky Shade, which is coming out at the end of the year. That's in November. Yeah, I think Sky Shade, Onyx Storm, the ACOTAR book, and Fearless. We've got some good books coming up, and I'm so excited. I know it's not a ton of books that we did in this reading vlog, but I wanted to capture all of the thoughts that I had on these books because it's a new series with Daisy Hates, and The Housemaid is Watching was anticipated by a lot of people, I think, because the first two were pretty good. And then Reckless, which of course everybody's excited about. Miss Ma'am keeps biting me. Her video is coming out soon, like us going to pick her up, bringing her home, introducing her, and then Felicity's birthday is this Saturday. I need to not talk about her, I'm gonna cry. It is July 8th. I got to hang out with Cassie and Hannah today, and that was so much fun. And then I've been reading The Friend Zone, which I am now up to 14%. I got to read a lot outside yesterday, and I loved it. I have my hanging chairs outside on the front tree, and it's just so peaceful to go out there in the afternoon or in the evening when the sun is setting, and it's so pretty. If you guys liked today's video, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know any book suggestions that you guys have, and I will see you in the upcoming videos.